without me again. I can't stand when it does that. I'm not really ready yet. But it'll take a few minutes for people to get here, so I'll give it a minute. And then we'll go ahead and get finished. Get started. I hope everybody's doing well today and that you've had a wonderful weekend. Um, I'm gonna try to go outside and work in the yard a little bit today. Picking up those bags of mulch was a little bit more than I was able to handle. I thought I was stronger than that, but apparently not. So I had to take a rest yesterday, and I feel better today. Hello, Asha. How you doing, sweetheart? Thank you, Asha. You're so sweet. I actually was gonna go do my hair and everything, and then come back and do the video, but the video started, so we're gonna go ahead and get done. And I actually did a short, and I was trying to make a short like as something for you to get ready for me to do later. And the short was, I don't know, I gotta delete it. It was me saying mic check, mic check. And I didn't even start the short. These videos now are acting real strange on YouTube. I don't know what's going on. But I will say that this video, I've been meditating on it all morning, and I've been up for a while. I've been up for quite a while. Thank you, sweetheart. Is your hair long? I bet you have long, beautiful hair. Hey, Tressa, how are you, sweetheart? I'm doing well. Thank you for asking. Yes, I'm glad to have you here. I hope you can stick around. I'm putting some essential oil on my hands, and I need to run and get. I'll get it when I go do my. I'll get it in a few minutes. I've got my earbuds to my other phone in my pocket, and I like to keep them in the case so they'll charge up. But it'll be okay. All right. I tried to do a little too much yesterday, and I hurt my sciatic nerve again. But I rested after I was trying to get the bags of mulch out of the car, so they're heavy. They're like 20 pounds a piece, and I had 12 of them, and I had to line them up down the yard. So some of them I carried them quite a distance, and I was planning on doing some leaf blowing to get some leaves off my steps and stuff like that. So I got my leaf blower out. And by the time I got everything out, my sciatic nerve was hurting me so bad that I had to lay down. So I'm not quite as well as I thought I was, but I'm better. And it's funny because when I told my mom what my plans were, I was like, I'm going to get up and I'm going to go do something, and I'm going to get out of this house and get outside and get grounded. And she said, what are you going to do? I said, I'm going to put some mulch in my flower beds. She said, Christy, don't hurt yourself. And I said, Mom, that's not going to hurt me. That's easy. I should have listened to my mom. Moms always know. She wants me to go on disability, but I'm not. I talked to my friend. He does want his son to move in with me, and we are going to move forward next week with having the meeting to get that set up. So that'll pay enough with him here that I won't have to worry about working. That will be my job. However, during the day, while he's not here, I can work a public job. So I have two job interviews that I'm waiting to hear back from. Both would be excellent positions, management positions, supervisory positions. And I don't care which one I get. I'd prefer the one that's salary, but it's an hour drive. Either one of them are going to be an hour drive. I mean, let's just be honest. I live in the middle of nowhere. But I would rather be on a salary because there's a lot of paperwork and a lot of downtime. If you go visit somebody and they're not home, you don't get paid. All right, what am I to you? That's what we want to find out, right? And I put the song in the description box. And it was also playing on the short if you accidentally saw the short. or on purpose saw it. I don't know which. I don't even remember posting it, but whatever. So I'm going to tell you these words. It's a beautiful song. I ran on up on her music a few years back, and I began using it on the channel when it would come out, and it's been a success for us to have this music. It's a beautiful song. What am I to you, Nora Jones? In fact, all of her songs are beautiful. I love them all. All right, it goes like this. What am I to you? Tell me, darling, true. To me, you are the sea, vast as can be, and deep the shade of blue. When you're feeling low, oh, to whom else do you go? So, if I see, I'd cry if you hurt. I'd give you my last shirt because I love you so. Now, if my sky should fall, would you even call? I've opened up my heart. I never want to part. I'm giving you the ball. When I look in your eyes, I can feel the butterflies. I will love you when you're blue. Tell me, darling, true, what am I to you? Now, if my sky should fall, would you even call? I've opened up my heart. I never want to part. I'm giving you the ball. When I look in your eyes, I feel butterflies. Could I find a love? Jesus, I'm having trouble. Could you find a love in me? Would you carve me in a tree? Don't fill my heart with lies. I will love you when you're blue. Tell me, darling, true. What am I to you? So this is somebody you've met, and you have really opened your heart to this person and become very fond of them. But you still feel that they're closed off, they're distant, they have somewhere else they go when they're blue because they're not coming to you. And so you're asking them, if my world were to fall apart, would you even call? Because when I look in your eyes, I feel butterflies. I'm in love with you. Like, you don't look in somebody's eyes and feel butterflies very often. That's a very unique and special thing that happens only once or twice in a lifetime. And usually when you're very young, when you first fall in love, it's almost like you've been out of touch with love for so long that you're feeling it again. It's like you're waking up to what it is again. This person is waking you up to what love is. But I get the sense that they don't really know themselves, and they have other people or persons or one person that they go to when they when they want somebody to comfort them. Why wouldn't they just come to you? Okay. I know Jesus saves, Christie. And when it says repent right there, sweetheart, it's time for you to look within. Because when Jesus said repent, he was talking to you. Okay? He was speaking that to you. So you repent. And when you get the log out of your own eye, then you can come get the splinter out of mine. But until then, get your own channel if you want to tell people to repent, because the people on my channel can believe whatever they want to believe, and they don't have to put up with your self-righteous ass. All right, prayer please for what am I to you. I don't mean to be rude to her, but she's being rude to us, and I'm not going to put up with rudeness. It says here, God grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. So there's a need for acceptance here. Have I tried salad? What are you talking about? I have to take Ozempic for diabetes. Why are you talking about Ozempic? What are you talking about? People are so rude. Who cares who you support? It's none of your business who they support. Okay, Spirit. I'm just going to ignore the comments. I'm so sick of these people. I can't put up with it. We need to have peace. We need to have love. We need to have respect. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for the subscriptions, for the shares. I haven't asked Kailash if he's going to help me today because I assumed he was still in bed and I wasn't planning on doing a reading this early, but here I am. Let me just quickly ask him and then we'll get started. I'm sorry for all the distractions, but that's all part of the reading. That's all part of the reading. There's a lot of distractions. This person is distracting themselves from you so that they don't have to deal with you. Because if you're in love with somebody and you don't know whether or not you're ready to make them officially a part of your life for whatever reason, maybe you already have a family and you have to divorce your other family, you might distract yourself from this person. And that can cause a lot of, in and out, hot and cold. It causes a lot. Let me let him know. While I was getting things set up. Love you. I hope I see you, but if not, I'll see you soon. Okay. He may or may not make it. I don't think he gets up this early. Okay, so I saw when I was meditating on this reading two people making love, passionately making love in a very odd position. I don't normally see that. But it wasn't vulgar. It was very beautiful. It was lovemaking. It wasn't vulgar. I think you're very sexually attracted to this person, and I think they're very sexually attracted to you. They give you butterflies, and I think you do mean the world to them, but there's something or someone or some entity that's keeping them from making this decision because they would have to stop something else, I believe. And I'm still talking to Kailash. Talking to him about passionately making love. Let me get rid of that real quick. Good Lord. Okay. That was part of it too. You could accidentally send a text message to them about your other person. Something's going on here. We're going to find out what. Alright, and I was told to pick a tarot card from this deck for the overall energy of the reading. These are new cards that I just got. They are a tarot or tarot deck called First Aid for Broken Hearts Tarot. See? And they're very interesting. They have very interesting artwork on them. That is the wands, the three of wands. See how she's trying to decide, do I want to go with a butterfly or do I want to go with this red bird? And this is actually the card I picked, one of the cards I picked for the short. All right, Spirit, talk to us about this situation. What is it that we need to know most? I'm having trouble with my brain injury again, if you haven't noticed. Can you please show me what the universe is up to? Thank you. I'll be glad when I'm well. I'm so tired of being sick. I'm so tired of it. And I don't know what caused it to get like this. Maybe I'm just really tired because I have been for a while. What's the universe up to here? The King of Swords and the Three of Wands. So it's like this person is trying to decide by using their intellect what they should do instead of using their feelings and their passion. All right, what one card would you give us that represents what am I to you? What are you working on? There we go. We got two, but that's okay. And on the bottom of the deck, we have the Nine of Wands, trust and tenacity, perseverance during hard times that will resolve your doubts. So you have some doubts because things have been so tough. Yeah, there's a peacock and there's some kind of bird with red wings. All right, we have the Five of Pentacles, the Six of Swords, and Temperance in reverse. Okay. And Temperance is a child. Have you ever seen a child when they get out of control and they're no longer able to have self-control? It can get ugly. I'm hearing that song. It gets passionate. It gets ugly. I want to see the money longer. I want to see the family stronger. We have to remember this is about acceptance. And I have a rock under here that says success. I want to pull some rocks real quick and then we're going to talk about what this tarot might mean. We have the Five of Pentacles, the Six of Swords, and Temperance with the Nine of Wands on the bottom of the deck. Alright, I have an idea of what's being said here. Alright, may I have rocks, please, that would go perfectly with this reading? I got a lot of rocks. I got a lot. And I got a string. Eek. Okay. My daughter's best friend's about to have a baby any day, and I can't wait to hear about it. It's going to be so fun. Oh, there's a tarot card. Oh, there's cards on the floor. The Hanged Man is on the floor with the next full moon. So somebody is going to be looking at this from a different perspective at the next full moon. Okay? There is, look, I cannot make this up. Look what came out. Acceptance. Accept. You're having to accept something. That's why we have the Serenity Prayer. The Serenity Prayer is about you having to accept things the way they are. Do what you can when you can, and you have to let the rest go. We also have somebody is incredibly blessed. What am I to you? Blessed. Somebody has a lot of honor. They have a lot of honor. They respect themselves. They respect others. This person has a good reputation. They have a very good reputation. They are inspiring or they are inspired. I don't know which. Take it as it resonates, I suppose. Oh, look at there. We have accept again. 3 times now, Spirit has said, I need you to have acceptance. And see, temperance is also accepting something the way it is. When it's in reverse, you're not accepting it. You're struggling with acceptance. And sometimes it takes other people to help you to see why it's so important to have acceptance. And there's also hope here. So you have hope for something. You have being blessed. You have hope. You have a good reputation, honor. You inspire people. And you have a lot of acceptance. Like maybe you're somebody that just accepts things for the way they are and you don't push, you don't try to make things happen. You just let things be. Live and let live, right? All right, Spirit, can you lead, guide, and direct me and help me to get a message for the collective? Can you please hold the comments back unless they are positive? If people want to come here and play in the comment section, I pray that you will remove them from the comments. Do not allow them to come here and distract this reading. Help us to keep our mind and our hearts focused on you and you only, so that we can get a message from you for our highest and greatest good, so that we may become what we're meant to be in this life, and our lives can be prosperous, blessed, and that we will have infinite everything that we need in this lifetime. Where we see lack, let us not see doubt, but let us see hope. Let us not see lack, but let us see prosperity. Let us not see negativity, but let us see positivity. Where we see failure, let us see grace. Let us know that your grace is sufficient for anything that's happened in our lives. Thank you, Spirit, and continue to use me as you will and help me to yield myself to you 100%. All right, so I think I got all the cards up now. All right. So what we have here is we have the Five of Pentacles. Now, just in case you're not, real familiar with tarot, what I call it, this deck shows it as a bird cage, and the man is basically in the bird cage. This is a card of feeling like your mind. It's actually not your mind. It's your. It can be though. It's like it's your money. You have no money. You feel like you may not have a place to live. You may not have a car to drive. You may have lost everything. Because in some decks it shows like a house that's been burned down. Something happened and you've lost everything and you're living in a cage like an animal. And even the bird is free, but you're not free. You don't have any freedom. Something has taken away everything from you and you have no freedom. Now, the next card we have beside it is the Six of Swords. This is a card of mental acuity. This is a card of physical. The pentacles are the things that you can tangibly touch, like pennies and dimes and nickels, and bricks and sticks and boards, and, things you can build with. This is a card of your mind, your physical mind, your mental mind, okay? And in this card, she is free, but she's still looking at the bird cage. And the reason why she's doing that is because she needs to embrace the rite of passage with peacefulness and resolutions. So she's trying to figure out how she can move on from this. How can I move on from this? And in her situation, there was fighting going on as well. There was nothing left of her relationship with whoever she was discussing things with, because all they ever did was fight. And with this person, they ended up alone because nobody wants to be around somebody who doesn't have anything. There's a song that Spirit gave me yesterday, and it really touched my heart deeply because it explained how I feel right now. And I think it merits taking us just a moment to listen to it, if you'll just bear with me. It's called Far Behind by Candlebox. And it goes like this. And this is how I feel. And this is how he feels. This is how he feels. And it may even be kind of how she feels. So this is going to give you an idea of why you have lost your patience. But what you don't see coming is that this is almost over. Like, you are so close to the end of this. Okay? It's called Far Behind by Candlebox. Now, maybe I didn't mean to treat you oh so bad, but I did anyway. And then maybe some would say your life was sad, but you lived it anyway. And so maybe your friends, they stand around and they watch you crumble as you fall to the ground. And then someday your friends, they stand beside you as you were flying. And oh, you were flying oh so high. But then someday people look at you, the world they call their own. They watch you suffer. Yeah, they hear you calling home. And then someday who could take our time to brush the leaves aside so you can so you can reach us. Hey, but you left me far behind. Now maybe I didn't mean to treat you oh so bad, but I did it anyway. Now I'm saying I hate it when it jumps like that. Now I'm saying, but maybe some would say you're left with what you had, but you couldn't share the pain. No, no, no. Couldn't share the pain and watch you suffer. Now maybe could have made my own mistakes, but I live with what I've known, and then maybe might share in something great. Won't you look at where we've grown? Won't you look at where we've grown? And then someday comes tomorrow, holds a sense of what I fear for you in my mind as you trip the final line. And that cold day when you lost control, shame you left my life so soon. You should have told me, hey, but you left me far behind. Now maybe I didn't mean to treat you all so bad, but I did anyway. Now maybe someday would say, you're left with what you had. Oh, but you couldn't share the pain. No, no, no. Oh, no, no, no. Oh, no. Don't say it. Oh, my Lord. See, I know, I know. But maybe, said maybe, didn't mean to treat you oh so sad, but I did anyway. So now maybe, baby, some would say you're left with what you had, but you couldn't share the pain. Now I said, but times have changed. Your friends, they come and watch you crumble to the ground. They watch you suffer. Yeah, they hold you down, hold you down. Said maybe, oh maybe, didn't mean to treat you bad, but you left me far behind, left me far behind, left me far behind. Sometimes in life, we are that person that when somebody needs something, they come to us and we always give it to them. But the one thing we couldn't share with them was our pain and our suffering. And because of that, they just assumed we were okay. And they left us far behind. But they watched us crumble to the ground. So to say you didn't see my pain is an error on your part. Because you did see my pain and you did see my suffering. You just didn't want to share that. You wanted to share everything else. You wanted to share the good times. You wanted to be there when things were good. But when things got bad, you wanted to go somewhere else where things were good. But guess what? They're going to end up bad there too. Because where you go, there you will be. And when you use people and abuse people, you're the karma. You're the reason. And we have two people here. Both of them were probably both of them probably had nothing. But this one is outside of the cage. So she's out now and she's got a little something and she's looking at her possibilities. But if you'll notice, she's also looking at the bird in the cage and wondering, is it better to stay with what I know, even if it's not good for me? Or should I leave? Because see, if you sit in here long enough, you get used to being in here. With her though, she had to fight. or work together, whichever the case was, to get out of the cage. But whatever she had to do to get out, she got out. But it took the Five of Wands for her to get out. That's how you get out. That's how you get to the the Five of Swords. The Five of Swords is somebody actually who puts you in the cage because they don't play fair. They cheat, they lie, they steal, they do whatever they have to do. And usually they're narcissists, and you play the narcissist game with them, and in the beginning it's a romantic period, and then by the time the romantic period is over, you're in this cage with them, and you're like, oh, this is such a beautiful golden cage. And then they're like, yeah, it is, but you don't know what you're doing. You don't know how to clean. You don't know how to cook. They start criticizing you. They start belittling you. They start putting you down. And so now it's time for you to move on, but you're still stuck in these 5 energies and 6 energies. And then you have temperance in reverse. So you're about to finally say, you know what, I'm done with this. I'm not going to keep doing this. All right, I feel like I've talked about pretty much what's going on here already. And plus, somebody's going to end up in the hangman mode, which is a Pisces, at the next full moon. We have Sagittarius here strongly, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. And let me say this. Sagittarius is about to, in the month of April, turn a corner. We are about to come out of a time that we have been struggling because of the way the planets aligned in our birth chart. There's going to be a shift in the planet. And when that shift occurs, you're going to start to see your life open up again. Where you've had barriers and blocks and things have been shut down for you, especially when it comes to your love life and your money. Things have been very difficult. And that's what this is about, is your love life, okay? But it also involves money, because we see right here, this person doesn't have any money, and they're finally out of the prison, but they don't know if they want to stay or leave, because sometimes the prison is better than the one you don't. All right, let's see what the vibe is here for this situation. What is the collective's vibe? Your family is here, and you don't want to get involved in the nightlife. So you're trying to stay out of the nightlife, the partying, the wasting of your money and your time. You're not going to meet anybody decent at parties. You want intimacy and not with the nightlife. So you don't want to meet somebody at a bar and have a hookup. Good for you, whoever you are, because you don't need to be doing those things. They're very dangerous. All right, what's the energy of the collective? May I see, please? You feel like you're drowning right now because of the nightlife. So you or someone around you has been partying too much, and it makes you feel like you're drowning, like you are going to go under. And that's how you would feel, wouldn't it, if you were in this situation? You may be kind of scared to leave, because you're afraid if you leave this other person that they'll never come out of the cage. But see, you're not responsible for them. You're only responsible for yourself. And you can't make them come out of that cage. That's the prison of their own making. Somehow they ended up there, and they have to get themselves out. Or they have to have somebody willing to help them. All right, show me the vibe of the collective when it comes to this, whatever. This could be a job, it could be family, it could be a relationship. It says, what am I to you? What are you to me? What am I to you? Tell me, darling, true. Would you call me? If my sky would fall, would you even call? Somebody is salty. I knew it. They need healing, and they're not going to glow up. That means when the glowing up is having a new opportunity, a new career, or a successful business. So because they're salty, bitter, angry, and being petty, They need self-care, introspection, and meditation. And see, that's what it takes to get out of the Five of Pentacles and Six of Swords and the Temperance in reverse. If you're not willing to do these things, you're going to stay stuck and stay salty and stay. It says you need healing if you want to have a new opportunity. So let's find out what kind of healing you might need, okay? It could be anything really, but I'm going to assume I'm going to just for right now assume intuitively that it has something to do with your being single. What is it that they're being salty about? They're playing hard to get and not neglecting themselves. So somebody here is salty. They're calling them salty because they take care of themselves. And that might not even be true. Alright. And why do you need healing? Because you need to set boundaries and stop being so guarded. So where you've been unguarded, you need to set boundaries. Alright. And why aren't you glowing up? Because right now, somebody's not your type, and you're too busy trying to stop fixing them. Somebody's been trying to fix you, or you've been trying to fix them, so you're not glowing up. Glowing up can also be taking care of your body, making sure your hair and nails are done. Somebody's available that wasn't available, so something happened that caused them to become available, whereas they were not available in the beginning. Alright, what's the collective's vibe towards this person? The collective's vibe is a narcissist, not nurturing, having an epiphany that there's something legal and you need to, you can't get this out of your energy. It's so stuck in your mind. That's you right there being in this prison because of something legal. You've gotten in some kind of legal trouble because of something you did, because of being a narcissist, not being nurturing, and having an epiphany. There's something legal here. And I can't retreat. I can't let go. I can't clear my mind. And I'm being two-faced. What are you being two-faced about? This is awful. Archangel Michael is here with this. Archangel Michael's here. You're being two-faced about wanting to have a relationship, a love affair. You don't want a relationship. You just want to go on vacation. What do they want if they don't want a relationship? Oh, I hate two-faced people. Oh, they want a lot. They were shattered. They've been longing. They're tired of running. They don't know what to do. Okay, so this person has been hurt. And they've stopped. Now that they've met you, they've started growing again. I think you took them by surprise. I think you really, really took this person by surprise. I don't think they were expecting to get from you what they got. I think that you were one who did set good boundaries with this person and you did not let them walk all over you because you were too busy with your healing and you recognize them as being salty and narcissistic because you've been with people like that before. And see, that's why you're staring at this cage, because you love this person who's in this cage, but you know that this person is not healthy because they are someone you have dealt with in the past. Not necessarily them, it could have been, but it's somebody who is from your past that is a narcissist. They have a lot of issues. What exactly do they need to work on if they want this relationship to work? May I see, please? Oh, a lot. What do they need to work on? Stop being judgmental. You're being judgmental. And feeling like you're not committal. You don't know how to commit. And you act like the victim all the time. What else? You're burned out. It feels like too much. You're stuck in the past. And you feel incomplete. And will this ever come back together? Right now you're too busy and you're unlovable because somebody has an addiction. And that's what I was feeling, is that there was an addiction. Now, this addiction could be to work, but it doesn't look like it because this person's poor or they're very much struggling with money. But they could be using something like Adderall to help them make money, and they're using all their money on the drugs so they can make the money, and they're not making any money. Or they could just be selling drugs and they're addicted to money. They could have a job that they make good money and they're just addicted to money. And see, money can put you in a cage like this too. Having a lot of money can also imprison you because you become very stingy with it. And you'll leave people far behind who you could have helped because you don't trust people when it comes to your money. And you shouldn't trust everyone, but it's okay to trust people you love. You don't know what love is. It says that in one of the songs. You don't know what love is, I don't think. All right, now. Oh, I forgot to pull a card on that. Where did I? What's the Nine of Swords on the bottom of the deck? I didn't pull one on any of them, did I? Did I? I'm having trouble with my memory. My memory's giving me a hard time, y'all. Let's see what's going on here. Why is the Five of Pentacles here? Because of the Queen of Cups and the Four of Pentacles in reverse. See, there's a woman and she's like, I don't have any control over the money. The money is all in your control. And there's a card that turned over. The Queen of Cups. Yeah, you're dealing with a Cancer, Pisces, probably a Pisces or a Scorpio. There's a King of Wands and a Queen of Cups. And we're dealing with fire and water here, okay? I think we're dealing with a Pisces and a Sagittarius or a Scorpio and Sag. All right, let's talk about somebody. And the Eight of Cups and the King of Wands. The Eight of Cups is upright and the King, no, yeah. The King is in reverse. So he wants to walk away from this. He don't want to stick around. All right, why is the Five of Pentacles here? Why is someone stuck in this prison, this place? Because of the Empress in reverse. Because of a mature woman with a lot of money, a lot of nurturing, loving, compassionate ways. She can run an empire and she can help the Emperor to be very successful at running his empire if he'll let her. But for some reason, either her son or her brother or somebody has gotten themselves in a bind and she is in reverse. Why is she in reverse? Why is she not upright? Because this is the one that's been fighting. And she's been fighting with the Knight of Cups and the Queen of Cups. So there's a Knight of Cups showing up here, bringing a cup of love to the Queen of Cups. But he had to fight his way there. Clarify the fighting. Who was he fighting with? I think the Queen of Cups might be the Empress, and he was fighting his way to show her love. Who was he fighting with? That King of Wands. there was a tower moment. So somebody had a tower. Show me the tower. I'm telling you, that King of Wands is the one he was fighting with over this. Somebody got hurt. Somebody could have literally been hurt, like stabbed. Clarify the Three of Swords. Somebody got hurt bad. The Eight of Swords and the Eight of Wands. So we have two eights here. It's the Three of Swords is somebody who wasn't even afraid. They weren't afraid. What do you mean they weren't afraid? And somebody told them, hey, you. There was like a lot of words passed. There was an argument. They weren't afraid to tell this person, when I didn't have anything, you left me far behind. They told this person that. You left me with no hope. And they told this person that. That's why their heart got broken. Because this Empress told them, you were supposed to come and fight for me and show me love. But instead, you broke my heart. You left me far behind. You weren't even worried about me. You had no concern whatsoever for me. And now I'm telling you how I feel. Because you're one of those people that you don't sugarcoat things. You say how it is. And this person left you behind. When you needed them the most, when you were a widow, because see, this Empress can represent someone who's a widow. And when she needed him the most, or her the most, or whoever the hell these people are that were fighting with her, instead of fighting with her, they should have been helping her. Because now she has no hope. Or she doesn't think she does. Alright, why is the Six of Swords here? Because of the Chariot in reverse. There's a Chariot that's in reverse. So the reason why you're not moving on right now is because you don't really have a way to move on. So instead of leaving, you're just hanging out, waiting for your opportunity. What's going to happen with your Chariot? Ooh-wee. There's going to be a King of Swords and a Queen of Pentacles. There's a King of Swords that's coming to the rescue of a Queen of Pentacles. This is who is moving on from this nightmare. He's helping her. He's thinking about ways that he can help her. And there's a Queen of Wands in reverse on the bottom of the deck. So he is going to come and make you an offer. I think you're all showing up as the same person, just in different aspects of yourselves. Like right over here, he's thinking analytically. Over here, he wants to show you a little bit of love. He wants to be romantic. He wants to fight for your honor. He wants to have honor. Because over here, you had to accept. If you want to know what I'm talking about, listen, okay? This person, when he needed you or they needed you, you were always there for them. You never told them no. But when you needed help and they saw that you were crumbling to the ground, like it says in that Candlebox song, I watched you crumble to the ground. And maybe I should not have hurt you so bad, but I did anyway, because I watched you fall apart, essentially. And then when you did that to her, you hurt her. You hurt her. You're having a tower, realizing that you hurt this woman. And it's the reason you're realizing it is because she had the balls to speak up and to say, you caused me, when I was going through the hardest time of my life, to feel like I didn't have a damn thing, not even hope. But see, Spirit says, sweetheart, not only do you have hope, you're going to be blessed. I want you to accept what's happening to you. Just accept it. Just let it be what it's going to be. And don't worry about it. Because you're inspiring others. While you're going through this, you're inspiring other people. Sorry. And you're having honor. You're honorable. People see that you are a person of honor, who doesn't give up when things get hard, who doesn't fall apart when shit falls apart around you. You stay strong because you are strong. And you're not going to let something this trivial and this small, this is a small thing for the Lord. This is a small thing for our God. Our God can do anything but fail. And when your life feels like it's falling apart, baby, your life is falling in place. And right now, it feels like somebody's life is falling apart. But right now, you feel the temperance. You might not have it just yet, but you're getting it. And you're going to realize, you know what? My life's not falling apart. My life's falling in place. That lady knew what she was talking about. Because you're fixing to turn the corner. Watch. Okay? Why is the Nine of Wands on the bottom of the deck? See, you're going to realize that it's almost over. Because of the Devil in reverse and the Knight of Swords in reverse. Because no longer is this devil energy going to have an impact on you. It's moving out of your territory in the astrological realm. You're no longer going to be under the influence of Capricorn. And the Knight of Swords is also leaving. And he's a liar. He's a liar and he uses drugs. Oh, it's not a he. It's a she. It's a Queen of Pentacles. I'm sorry, why did I say that? It's a Queen of Wands. What is going on with the devil? It's a Sagittarius. There's a Sagittarius that's having to defend themselves against somebody or something with a lot of negativity. This person has been through hell with defending themselves against negativity. And why is the Knight? What did they lie about? Somebody told a lie on her or him. It could be either him or her. They've been spying. And what have they been seeing? So they've been watching this person. Heal. They've been watching this person heal and not taking opportunities from people that they don't desire opportunities from. Because some people will take an opportunity from anybody just to get the help financially. But this person doesn't do that. They don't use people for money. They don't use people for sex. They don't use people for a place to live. They don't use people for anything. That's right, Cosmo. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And that's why you have no strength. Because you do those things, Queen of Wands. And this Sagittarius doesn't. The Leo does, the Sagittarius doesn't. Tell him, Cosmo, talk to Mommy. What's going on? Do you hear Mommy? What are we talking about? Is somebody, look, is somebody, listen. What am I to you? What am I to you? I know. I love you. I love you. Can you say I love you? I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you. Oh, where you going? What am I to you? All right, let's keep going here. Somehow that got me upset. Somebody's been using bad judgment. There's another card here. Yeah, you've just been defending yourself. It's over. You're resting, you're healing, you're getting your healing, and you're going to have no more problems with this. You're going to finally move on to the Ten of Wands. You're going to get past this, and you're going to move on from it. You're going to finally pick up that 10th wand, which is going to be that ace, and it's going to say, you know, I'm going in a different direction. Okay, come here. Okay, come here. Come here. Come here. Talk to Mama. What you want to talk about? You are talking up a storm. What are you talking about? What are you talking about, honey? Mwah. What you want to talk about? You see the bird cages? Do you see the bird cages? Do you see that? There's bird cages. Somehow bird could be significant. Alright, so I don't know. It just looks like this person. Let's find out what you are to them, because I still don't really know. I don't think you're much, but we're going to find out for sure. We're going to find out for sure how this person truly feels. What would this person like to see happen for the two of you when it comes to your family? What would they like to see happen? They would like for you to have prosperity. So this person wants you, the two of you, to work together to build something substantial so that you can run your empire properly. Can you get on my shoulder, sweetie? Nice boy. So they want you to have prosperity in your home life. And I do too. I want you to have that also. No chewing up my cards now. Get on my shoulder. Get on my shoulder. Come on. Come on. All right. What would they like to see happen in your work life? Because you're probably going to own businesses together. Or at least both have very successful careers. What would you like to see happen in the business? In your business, they want you to have your career. Can't make this up. Oh, God. What's your surprise from the universe? Your surprise is that you're going to have a lot of blessings. So this person will come out of this place. And what's your love life looking like? Your love life is family and finding. So you're going to finally find the right family that you've been looking for. And what will be your outcome? Or there you are. It's going to be like this person is going to find, they're going to want to be a family with you. They're going to really want to put your family together. You're going to have your well-being, your psychic abilities, and good boundaries with people. And on the bottom of the deck, you're going to be at peace. You cannot get any better than that. That's beautiful. Spirit is saying that this person wants to have it all with you. But right now, they are stuck because they're afraid of leaving what they know because that's all they've known. They've been there for so long. If you get put in prison for long enough and you get put out of prison, you'll go commit a crime just so you can go back because you don't know how to live on the outside anymore. And see, this person has not been loved properly in so long that they don't know what it would feel like. That's why they're saying, what am I to you? Do you care about me? If something happened to me, would you even bother to call? Where do you go when you need somebody? Because I don't know how to come to you when I need something. I don't know how to do that. This person needs you to teach them how to love again. Have you heard that song? They need you to teach them how to love again. Something's going to happen on the next full moon. I'm going to share another song with you. This is a different reading, but you'll be all right. Either you like it or you don't. You stay or you don't. But if you'll like the video, I'll appreciate it. If you'll subscribe, I'll appreciate it. Whatever you do, I appreciate. Okay? And if you leave, that's fine too. They'll catch it on the replay. Teach me how to love again. Listen to this. I don't smile like I used to do. Love left me with a darker view. I built these walls to keep me safe, but now I'm tired of all the space. You reached for me with a steady hand. I almost pulled away again. But something in your eyes feels warm, like shelter in a quiet storm. So teach me how to love again. Hold me slow. Don't rush the end. See, some people will try to rush you right into bed. Don't rush the end. I forgot what it meant to trust, but I want to feel even if it hurts too much. If you're real, if you're true, then teach me how to love again. I've memorized how to survive. I push away when it feels right. But you don't run when I pull back. You stay and I don't know how to act. You don't promise me what you can't give. You just show me what it means to live. One small step, one word at a time. Your healing parts I thought were mine. So teach me how to love again. Hold me close like I'm more than a friend. I've been broken, I've been numb, but you feel like the reason I might overcome. Is this love? If this love was meant to begin, then teach me how to love again. If I flinch, if I fear, just stay. If I fall with you, still stay. Well, if I fall, will you still stay? I don't need perfect, only real. I just need time to feel. So teach me how to love again. I want to learn if it's with you. So this person needs you to teach him how to love again. Because have you ever been for so long without love that you don't know how to love? I have. I'm there now. I will pull back so fast. When things start to feel like they're getting deep, I will pull back in a heartbeat. Because I am terrified of getting too close to somebody. But that's what this reading is all about. I can't really say much more about it because it's all about you learning how to love again. And I don't know how to teach you that, but apparently this person does. They're doing something right. I'm hearing that song, must be doing something right. You're going to have a family. You're going to have the right family. You're going to have some well-being also. Don't drink too much of that coffee or you're going to have the shits. I mean it. Don't do it. Let's see what your higher self would say about you getting the healing. Because you need healing is what you need. You need time to heal. And you can heal in another relationship. It's easier to heal for some people in another relationship because they haven't been in one for so long that to try to heal outside of one is impossible. It's just not going to happen. All right, so show me what your higher self would say needs to be healed. Ask for guidance. So ask other people when you have questions. If you're not sure, ask your angels, ask your spirit guides, ask whoever you need to ask. All right, anything else? Ask the person you're with. Stop it! Spitting on me. Don't you start that shit. Stop it. That's enough coffee. Spirit said you just need to pray and you're having dreams also. So your dreams are significant right now. You're having dreams about this person. One more time I'm hearing. Divine timing is a factor. There's a transformation happening, and Spirit says that you need to get ready to expect the unexpected. There's something powerful about the change in your situation, and it's leading you towards the light. You're going to get illuminated. This is going to be a big, big surprise for you. And I don't think you see any of it coming, sweetheart. I don't think you think this person will change. I think you think they're stuck in their ways. I think you feel like you've tried everything and they're just not opening up. When will this person be ready to change? Huh. So, oh wait. Allow things to come. If you allow things to come, this could come together in the fall. And for some of you, not in this lifetime. And for some of you, not this year. Okay, if it's the ones who need to allow things to come, and it's not not in this lifetime, Bob. For some of you, this isn't going to happen no matter what you do. They're not going to change. But for the rest of you, you have to allow them to come to you. And they will come to you in the fall or not next year. It won't be next year. Let's see when it might be. Can you tell me more about when it might be if it's not next year? In the festive season? And divine timing is at play, and that's what I thought. Alright, let's look at this other deck and see what's going on, because I can't believe. Well, I can believe. Some of them won't come in this lifetime, but that doesn't mean you won't get somebody else, because the universe will give you somebody else that's the divine feminine or masculine. You don't have to be alone just because you don't get the one you want. You have to get it through your thick skull that wasn't the one that was coming in this lifetime. Within a month at noon, so you might meet this person very quickly. I think that full moon is going to be very significant. Alright, when is this person going to be ready, Spirit? There we go. In May, on a Sunday, on a Friday, within 2 years, and not within 10 years. So sometime within the next 2 years for some of you, within a month and within a week. So for some of you, it's going to be in May on a Sunday or on a Friday. Something's going to happen within 2 years, not within 10 years. And within a week. So some of you could meet this person next week because they're going to meet them on May. Could be the beginning of May. Let's find out why. Why are they not coming within 2 years? Because the Emperor came out. How about less than 10 years? Why is that here? Because the devil is involved and they've been fighting. They've been fighting with, Cosmo's pulling cards. Look, he pulled a card and it says that you're going to have shared healing. Can you pull another one, baby? You want to pull another one? Come on. Thank you. I think that was very significant to the reading. And they're not taking offers from people that they don't feel are the right fit for them. So you're going to share healing with this person. That's part of what's going to happen here. And I did want to get that deck out, so thank you, Cosmo, for reminding me. The person you're going to meet next month, what's going on with you and that person? Tell me what's going on with you and the person from next month. There we go. You are one another's safe space. So they feel safe and so do you to be with each other. That's beautiful. All right. What about the one that's within 2 years? What's that? What's up with that? There's bad sex. They're with a third party having bad sex for the next 2 years. All right. What about this 10-year one? Because you're going to have shared healing with this one. Why is the one that's going to be less than 10 years? Why are they showing up? Because of the biological clock. What does that have to do with anything? To me, that can mean divine timing also. Oh, that was because they're mirroring you. Okay, so they're seeing their reflection. And somebody is healing. It came off on the floor. We had it a while ago. Somebody's still healing. What's going to be the outcome of the Emperor with the bad sex? Oh, wrong way. Is it going to improve so he can come in less than 10 years? Less than 10 years can mean anything. It's up to him. He's the one who has to decide to stop having the bad sex. He wants to be with his chosen family and stop having trust issues. And he needs to. And there's no communication for some reason. It's like they don't talk. They just have bad sex. Okay? Okay. If you say so. If you say so. Now, the one in the song who's saying, how does it go? What am I to you? What are you to them? Show collective what this person means. So, like, how do they feel about the collective? The one that they're asking that to. Ooh, that flew out with 4. You're sharing each other's mirror. When they look at you, they see themselves. And look, I found a card on the floor. There could be a girl fight involved here. Somebody could fight. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. You're eating up my cards, you little shit. You're eating up my cards. Get on my shoulder or I'm taking you home. Alright, so you and this person are mirroring each other. How do they feel about that? I think they like it. I think they feel like that's... Alright. I'll be right back. You know better. You know better. You know you cannot do that. What the fuck is wrong with you? You cannot do that. If I ask you to do something you don't do, you're going to get spanked. You need to get a little spanking on your beak. I will pop your little beak. Oh. Alright. So, they're mirroring you. Remember, you're both in poverty. You're in a cage. But one of you got out of the cage, but you're still stuck at the cage because you don't know if leaving the cage would be better than staying. And they're still stuck. Alright. How do they feel about mirroring? What's their feelings about mirroring you? Do they feel like that's therapeutic to their healing process? Because it looked like shared healing came out from Cosmo. They feel like they want the two of you to go on some new adventures, backpacks, to really do some fun things together. Alright? What's going to be the outcome of this relationship? I think the two of you are going to end up together very soon. Parenthood came out. Settling. You're going to be a dream team. And somebody's been faking it and it's caused a toxic cycle. What are you going to do about that? So you have to tell this person the truth. You have to, if you want to build something together and deal with your trust issues and not being a third party and not be fantasy like you had come up with some kind of fantasy, like you had this dream job, but truly you didn't have any job, and this person was telling you I don't have a job, and you over here acting like you got it going on. You have to choose this person as your family, but you haven't done it yet. This is your past life love, and you're in it now for the wrong reasons. What might they decide to do? You got to get rid of a third party, baby, that's got bad sex. You've got to. If you do that, you'll have family pressure and be unsecurely attached. So that's going to cause you some ripples. It's going to cause you some aggravation, some headaches. Some people are not going to be supportive, but they're supporting you in something that's toxic. And you want to have mutual effort with this past life love. Is there any chance you'll change your mind? Because it don't look like you are. You don't want to grow apart, or you are growing apart. Domestic bliss and mutual effort. Maybe you're growing apart from this other person. Well, once you grow apart, will you move towards this new person? Because this new person is where it's at. They're okay. The new person is long distance. And you don't want to be mismatched anymore. Well, is there any chance this new person can come and get you? Is there any chance? They might have been pretending to be poor. It would be the wrong reason. They're codependent. So they would be coming to get you to take care of them. Okay. What should they do instead? So this person needs to get on their own 2 feet and take care of themselves first. They need to stop being codependent, weather the storm, stop being hot and cold, and being afraid to be seen with this person and avoiding them. Okay, you and this person that you want to be with, for some reason there's something about them that you don't want to be seen with them. That would make me feel bad if I was this person. I would be heartbroken if I found out that there was something about me that made you not want to be seen with me. That would break my heart. So I'm glad you haven't told this person whatever it is, and I hope that they never find out, because it's going to break their heart. Alright, so right now it's just totally up to you. If you want to be with this person, you can change the way that you're doing things, and you might end up with them anytime. It could be anytime. It could be on a cloudy day, that's today. It could be on a Friday. It could be in May. It could be in less than 10 years or less than 2 years. It just depends on you. For some of you, it's not going to be in this lifetime. For some of you, it's going to be in the fall. For some of you, it's going to be when you allow it to happen. For some of you, it's not going to be next year. So it's up to the person that's doing their healing, how quickly or how slowly they want to do their healing. But this person that they're meant to be with is meant to bring a lot of improvement to their life. But they just don't see that. They don't know that. Alright, Spirit. Is there any chance this person might come sooner? May I see, please? Not within a year. Within 10 years. Okay, so this could take 10 years for some of you. And it took 10 years for me to reconnect with mine. And for some of you, it could be 2 years. So this deck is clarifying what the other deck just said. Did you just see that? Any chance it could be sooner for any of us? Proceed with caution. Remember, they had problems. In the spring, you need to proceed with caution on a stormy day. Be careful. This person is not ready. You need to wait till fall, like it said in the other deck. This person is sick. They're sick from living a codependent life. They don't know anything else. They're a narcissist. They're dangerous, I think. I think it's the wrong all the way around. I think that you should probably find somebody new. But this was saying that you were going to have prosperity and a career. So you might be fine. They might not be okay. That's why you're asking, who are you to them? But who is it that they go to? Show us the energy of the person they go to besides you, because they have a third party. Somebody that's not trapped. Why are they not trapped? Because they're the narcissist. So the person they're with is the narcissist. So what is the person they're with thinking about this? So the person you're wanting to be with is not a narcissist. Their person is. Like they want to burn this bridge and to get antisocial when it comes to the toxicity. So your person's not that bad. They're just with somebody who is. Alright, and will they? Why are you staying in this bullshit? It's hard to... Somebody's saying that they're playing hard to get. They're salty. They can't fix them. They're trying to guard themselves, but they can't. And they need boundaries. Wrong deck. More cards in the wrong deck. Self-neglect. And not my type. So this person's not their type. They don't want to be with this person. This person is salty, a narcissist. So what are they going to do about it? Like, for real, what are they going to do? All they got to do is leave. All they got to do is leave. They're daydreaming about a nightlife. Drowning and wishful thinking. So this person's not doing anything. They're just daydreaming about nightlife, drowning and wishful thinking. And they're in isolation, in hermit mode. Oh my God. Oh, is the universe going to help this person? They're shattered and they're longing. Why are they shattered and longing? Here it said use another deck. Why are they shattered and longing? Because they knew they had heart fog. They've reached their limit. And they're seeing through the illusions when it comes to unconditional love. And what are they seeing? That they're tired of this fantasy. So what are they going to do about it? They want to get established. And who do they want to get established with? Somebody they rejected. And will they? They're going to have this tower moment. And what will they realize? That they're not receptive. Why are they not receptive? Because they don't want to be in despair. Can you convince them? If you stop pretending, take off your mask. Stop having... You are pretending to be someone you're not. And they know that, and they're sick of it. If you would stop pretending like you're Mr. Got it all their shit together when you don't have a pot to piss in or a window to throw it out of, you're just renting from somebody else. And if their house got foreclosed on, they'd kick your ass to the curb. You might think you've got security, but right now we're finding out that the things that we thought were secure are not secure at all. And the universe is switching things up on us to give us security for the rest of our lives. Because many of us are at that place in life where we're only going to live so many more years. And the universe wants us to be comfortable and not to have to get old and feel like we don't have anywhere to go but a nursing home. So you can keep playing games with this person if you want to, but this person is getting ready to get themselves set up. And when I say set up, They don't have to worry about anything because they're going to have prosperity at home, a career. They're going to have it all. And it's because they're working towards that. They're not working towards a fantasy. They're working towards something that's sustainable, that can hold them up. Someone who can hold them up when they feel like they have no strength. And see, that's what we need in life when we get to a certain age. You might not understand that now, but one day you will, because that's how it goes. And if you ever end up like me, being a widow with nobody at all to help you, you'll know how hard that is and how sick it can make you. Alright, I'm just going to get guidance from a couple of these small decks, and then we're going to close. And I'll take a couple Q&As. Don't post them yet, please, because I don't think I have a moderator, okay? Alright, guidance from the Archangel. Michael has really been showing up for us lately. I think he's protecting us while we're going through some major changes in our lives, because change can be hard. I can be whoever I wish to be. I invite blessings of transformation into my life. This is Archangel Uriel. I can guide you to find blessings through adversity that turn disappointment into victory and transform your life. And see, that's what they're going through. And then I've got, I forgive all prior conflicts in my life. I release the past in favor of peace and healing. And this is Archangel Zadkiel, and it says, as his archangel for forgiveness, I can feel and form. I can feel, I can free you from unhealthy lies and the past that keeps you from living my enjoy. I can't see with but what I say because my eyesight. I believe in the power of love. I allow for healing in all my relationships, including the relationship, the one I have with myself. Okay, and then I have, as the friend of God, I can bring compassion and uplift people into your life who support you, who live with support. I can bring compassion, uplifting people into your life who support you professionally and personally. Thank God, I'm having so much trouble. Archangel Gabriel. As the Archangel of communication, I can give you the perfect words and only conversations you need to have. I can't read, y'all. I'm having trouble. I love to read too. It breaks my heart. I need new glasses, but I don't think they make any any stronger. I am deserving of vibrant health. I honor my body, and my body honors me. Alright, Archangel Bladen. No, message from all your guardian. I'm sorry. Damn, I don't know what's going on. Somebody's name could be Bladen. I don't know where that came from. We are messengers from Source, whose entire purpose is to I don't know. I can't read it. Okay. We are messengers from Source whose entire purpose is to make you feel safe, trust that you are adored and protected by all in all ways. And that is, today I choose faith over fear. I stand tall in my trust and in the divine. I can't read. I give up. I ain't trying to read nothing else. There is always a divine solution in every challenge. Everything which always works. And for the highway to connect. Why am I saying, what am I don't know why I can't read. I read good, I just can't see. Everything always works out for my highest good. What was I talking about even? It's like I'm talking about things and I'm not meaning to say them. So they could make sense to your situation with this person you're dealing with. I don't know why people are bothering me. They know I'm doing a reading. All right, I'm going to pull trinkets. Trinkets, please, that would go perfect with this reading. Okay, I have a dragonfly, a star, an X, quarter. Every journey begins with a single step. I remember when my best friend came to me and asked me to make her a charm bracelet out of that, and I did, and she forgot to take it with her. So eventually I just put it back in the bowl, and I watched her go from domestic violence with a narcissist who was a total abusive prick, and so he had so many personalities we couldn't keep up with him. And when she finally left him for the final time, it took her over 10 years to finally leave him alone. She wanted that because she said, I'm going to take that first step, and that's going to be how I'm going to get where I'm going to go. And she just spent $13,000 getting her son out of jail and probably keeping him from going to prison for the same dumb shit she used to be involved in. That's how good she's doing in life. And she's still not hurting. If she felt it, but she's still okay. Two hearts connected. A crescent moon with a baby. A butterfly. A hollyhock. No. The word love. A flamingo. A 4-leaf clover. And a crown. An angel. That angel won't stay in the bowl. That's Archangel Michael. Here it says perhaps love. I have the letter G. G. I have a cloud. That cloud fell out of my hand and I was trying to put it in the bowl. Three nails. Why did I say three nails? See what I'm saying? I'm saying crazy things. That's not like me. A fairy. A key. A skeleton key. Something's wrong. Something's off. And it's not just me. It's part of the reading. I have a sun. That sun is determined to come out. What does it say? I can't see it. I think it says you are my sunshine, but I can't see it. My eyes are bad. I need new eyes. Alright, trinkets, please. And they're very bad because lately when I go to bed, my eyes are very crusty. They're drying quickly out. I have a key, a key, a rocking horse for a baby, a thread spindle, 2 hearts connected again, a hand that's a skeleton, this one says, consider your impressions and follow them once in a while. This one is a Eiffel Tower. This one is a fish. A piece of glass. Help me, God. A lotus flower. What is wrong with me? I can't think straight. Something's going on with somebody. An arrow. An infinity sign. A ball. A dragon. I don't even believe this. An anger. You don't even believe this. A cactus. An octopus. A Harley Davidson or something. No, that's cherries. What the fuck is wrong with me? A skeleton key and an arrow. There's something wrong with somebody's mind. It's like you've got a brain injury, or you've had too much alcohol, or you got punch drunk. There's something going on with somebody's mind that's making me act this way. But I got my bandana. My friend Dean is with me. But this is not my normal self. And I haven't taken any medicine. I'm not on anything. I've taken my regular medicine I take every single day of my life. But I'm not on anything to make me fucked up like this. Somebody's getting high. And it's affecting the outcome. And it's going to continue to until this person gets treatment. What would this person say to the collective? The one, what am I to you? They would say, I can't express myself. And I can't either. Life without you is hopeless, dark, and depressing. And I need to hold back my true feelings for you. And see, when you do that, it ruins the whole relationship. Even if you do it with your voice trembling and your hands trembling, do it. How would the other person react? They would say, I want out because of the drugs and alcohol. And I'm the man. So you think you're the man and you're on drugs and alcohol, and this person would say, I want out. And see, you're pretending to be someone you're not. They might not know who you are because you're behind some screen. You could be some big time celebrity and they think they're talking to just any old buddy that is a fuck up because that's what you're acting like. And that's what you might be. You could just be a big fuck up. Alright, what spiritual gifts are working in this collective? You feel crazy. And see, that's how I feel. I can't even make sense of shit. What else? Spirit at home and at work. Your spirit guides and angels are helping you at home and at work. What about your surprise? Your surprise is you're going to have a promise. What's your promise about? A doorway. So you're going to have a doorway. Spirit is going to make a door where there's no way. You're going to have a way out. Alright, and what's your role? To use it. Your loved ones in spirit are going to help you with whatever your role is. And what's going to happen? Outcome? What will your outcome be? Your outcome is going to be a baby or the Empress and a celebration. So you and her are going to celebrate maybe having a baby together. What are you celebrating so much? You're a phoenix rising. And what's your family helping you with? Your loved ones in spirit. With your house. They're helping you with your house. And what are your spirit guides and angels helping you with at home? With that prosperity? With the transformation? They're helping this person to change. And to use their intuition when it comes to their juggling. Alright, what's going to be the outcome of that? Because that's actually, they're going to travel. They're probably going to come see you or get you to come see them. And they're going to finally have the wisdom that they finally needed to get through this. This person's going to be okay. Just give it some time. Yeah, that's why divine timing is so important. Because this person knows that you are a very special woman or man, and they know that if they come at you incorrectly, they're gonna lose their only chance with you, because they've already lied to you about who they are, and they have to already tell you the truth about that. So if they don't come to you correctly and they come at you with this, I gotta tell you the truth about something. If they come incorrectly, you will be like, hell no. Get out of my face. You ain't got no reason to be here. Go. Alright, what's the money looking like at home this week? The past is here with growing. Something's growing in the past, or nothing is. Why is that here? Because you need to stop worrying about the past. Okay, what should they do? You need to get grounded, alright? And once they get grounded, what will that mean? That you'll get in it. You'll be inspired and a student. Somehow you're going to be inspired to maybe go back to school. Why a student here? You might teach others. Because of unlocking your happiness. And it has something to do with not being a rebel. Alright, what about your work life? In your work life, you're going to celebrate being a motivator. Clarify what you mean? Somebody's unreliable. So somebody's going to be unreliable. So you're going to celebrate motivating other people. How's that going to affect you? People are going to gossip about your health. Oh my God. Jesus Christ. So sick of this. What are they going to say? They're going to say, I've been creeping. She's a wolf in sheep's clothing. She cock blocks and she don't hold grudges. And she's an impersonator. What's the truth? That she's just an obsessive lover, but she doesn't even have a bad reputation. She's ignoring you too. She don't care what you say. Anything else that you can tell me about her? I think it's a her. That she's also a queen rising. And she's not going to be involved in any third-party situation. So all this that you've been saying about her and her health is lies. You don't know anything about this woman. So shut your fucking trap. Because you don't know shit. All right, and what is our love life looking like monetarily? And do we need to have a new beginning and take off? Well, will we? We're going to do some jobs, some odd jobs, and then what will we do? Oh my God. We're going to have a legal windfall. Somebody's about to have a windfall because of something that happened that was legal. Praise the Lord. Hallelujah. Alright, and okay, home life, work life, surprise, our role, love life. In your love life, oh my God. And then what's your role? Your role is that there's nothing's gonna change about your social media. And what's your outcome? Your money's not coming to a halt. Your money's not coming to a halt because your soul tribe is here. Why is that gonna matter? Because they have a strategy. And what is their strategy? There is an artist, there is a crafter, and they have angelic help, or have had angelic help. They could have been working hard for a while now. And what's going to be the outcome of that? Science is here with networking. Why are they doing that? Because they're selling something and they're going to rescue somebody. And this is going to be a huge surprise. They don't see this coming. Oh, well. Nice. Okay. Good for you. I'm glad that your soul tribe would do that for you. That must be a very big blessing. Okay. I have to take a break and see if I can wake the fuck up. Do you guys have any questions? Kayla, you finally made it. Cool. Get me a list together and I'm going to go see if I can wake up. I'm going to walk outside and walk around on the grass for a minute and see if I can get myself grounded again. Because this was a very hard reading. If you ever have a chance to watch it, it was pretty serious. I'll be right back. It got me going, baby. It got me going. I couldn't even read and I was calling the trinkets the wrong names. I don't know what, and somebody's fucked up as hell, and it's coming out in me. Oh. Yeah, you was a bad boy. Yeah, you was a bad boy. You was getting him on his way. Yes, you were. You was tearing my cards up. You did help me a little bit, though. You pulled some good cards. You credit for that. It is my business. It is my business. Let me get that phone in case it rings again because that was that girl that wants to rent a room here. And I'm not renting a room to her. She would be like renting a room to the boy without getting paid. But his dad has already told me he's going to rent that room between me and him and working. We're going to work it out so I get paid. So I'm going to have to tell her no. because she is nuts. And I can't deal with nuts right now. I'm crazy enough as it is. Can't deal with nuts right now, baby. Ain't gonna do it. Okay, I'm back. And I think I figured out what was wrong. I was feeling kind of dizzy. And that girl that was calling me is the one that wanted to rent the room. And she called me like 7 times. And I finally had to tell her, stop calling me. She's not living here. She has no boundaries. And I will not put up with that. No, that's not going to work. Me and my friend are going to get his son moved in here. We discussed it last night, and he wants to go ahead and move forward with that. And that'll be income for me, good income. And if I don't get another job, it won't matter. But if I get another job, I'll be making enough that I can do anything I want to do in life. And that's where Spirit's putting me. Did you see that in life? In my home life is prosperity. In my career life is career. That's you too. Spirit's doing the same thing for you that Spirit's doing for me. This is a reading for me just like it is for you. Okay? Alright. So, what's the questions, Kayla? Throw them at me, honey. I'm going to have me some beautiful implants. And I have a beautiful smile anyway. I smile when I know you. If I know you, I smile. And you'll see that even missing a few teeth, I'm still beautiful. Just because somebody's not perfect doesn't mean they're not beautiful. Perfection doesn't equal beauty. Because you can be beautiful on the outside and be ugly as hell on the inside. Alright, who's first? Bright future, bring it on. Thank you, Kaylash, for helping me. Oh, I'm going to get my drink. Post your question. I got to have my drink. I'm feeling a lot better too since I took all my medicine I needed to take. So by the time I get through with this, I'm going to be going outside and doing my yard. And I'm going to send a picture to YouTube so you can see how it looks. And it's going to be a lovely, lovely garden. Because I got some beautiful flowers out there. The message of today was acceptance, guys. Okay? Remember that. You just have to accept things the way they are. And right now, this person is not moving towards you. They want to, but they're not ready. And they know if they don't come correctly, they're going to lose you. Because you're not the one. Just like that lady came at me. She didn't come at me correctly. And she's not the one. And I will not choose her. No. I have 3 bedrooms. I could choose both. But I wouldn't have her live with me for all the money in Texas. All the money in the whole world. Because for one thing, she's living in a hotel. There's a reason for that. Okay? Because nobody can put up with her. That's the reason. And I'm not either. I want to have a peaceful life. Y'all better start posting me some questions. The bird I have is called a kite parrot. That's the kind of bird I have. Kailash, who's next? Because I'm not going to sit here and wait all day. I don't mean to be rude, but I got stuff to do. And while I wait, I'm going to find out what your best friend would say about the whole situation with this person. Because they love you and you love them. And they want to be with you. But they know that they're not. They are with somebody else who has problems. More so than themselves. And letting go is the problem. Letting go of the other person. And they're afraid. It's like they're afraid to leave that cage. They can get out of that cage. All they got to do is open the door. Kalosh. Cosmo can get out of his cage. What message does the best friend have? Prioritize your passions, and self-care is not selfish. And that's how I feel. That's how I feel right now. Thank you, best friend. You're awesome. Instant Magic Oracle. Message for the collective. I'm going to check for questions, and if there are none, I'm going to leave. May I please have a message for this collective? Major, oh baby. I've been saying this since I began the video. Major transition incoming. Something major. This transit that you're fixing to have is fixing to change everything for you. Where your money's been blocked and your love life has been blocked and everything in this world has felt like it's been like you've been left out, like the whole world has been blessed but you, is going to end. You're fixing to see a lot of changes, a lot of positive changes in your life. You've been stuck in a bad aspected transit for about 11 or 12 years, some of you. And that's true, because I know. I have been there. You've had ups and downs, and it's time for you to get leveled out to where you know you're secure. Your foundation was shaky, and you thought your foundation was secure, but you found out your foundation is not secure. So Spirit is rearranging things so your foundation will be secure now. Alright, bright future. What's coming in my romantic life very soon? Alright, for you, I feel to use this deck of tarot to find out. This is the First Aid for the Broken Heart tarot. Very beautiful deck of cards. Very beautiful deck. And it has such beautiful meaning. Alright. What is coming in Bright Future's love life? Bright Future, the Prince of Pentacles and the Nine of Wands in reverse. So it's like somebody's coming up with a strategy to end a nightmare. It's been a lot of sleepless nights. It's been a lot of staying up at night wondering, what are we going to do? How are we going to do this? How are we going to do that? We don't know how to do it. And the King of Wands and the Prince of Pentacles in reverse. So somebody who's been slow and strategizing is going to become very passionate about life again. Maybe they lost their passion because it felt like there was no hope. What's going on in her love life? What is coming towards her? The Hierophant and the King of Wands. A relationship or some kind of contract with the King of Wands. Show me what's coming towards bright future. Show me what's coming towards bright future, Mancy, please. Woo. I'm not going to take those. They felt like they slipped. Show me what's coming for bright future. Bright future. What's coming in love life for bright future? Spirit's getting just the right cards. And trust me, if they came out and they were meant to, they will come out again. Alright, we got some. We got some. It looks like they're all in reverse, bright future. They are. So somebody's thinking is upside down. We have that Prince of Pentacles and the Queen of Swords with the Two of Wands upright. There she is. Okay. The Eight of Wands in reverse and the Six of Swords in reverse. So you're at a crossroads, okay? You're at a crossroads. And if you go one way, you're going to cut somebody out of your life who's been playing games, like taking their time, not moving towards you, or this could be you knowing that if I go this way, there's not a lot of opportunity, and I'll just be constantly cutting people in and out of my life because there's not much to choose from there. And then on the bottom of the deck, we have strength. Whoops, I didn't mean to do that. You have strength, okay? It was in reverse, though. All right. And if you go the other way, the communication has stopped because somebody is. It's like they're the six of swords. You know, the six of swords is when you're ready to move on from a situation. But sometimes people are hesitant to move on from that situation because it's the only thing they know. Even though it could be better if they moved on, it's like, I'm scared to because it's better to have this than to have nothing. What would they have if they moved on from the Six of Swords energy? What would she have if she moved on? You see, a partnership creates a forward force. Execute your adventure together. So it's like you've met someone. They could be different than you. There's the peacock here. It's like you've met someone and they said, hey, if you'll partner up with me, I can get you out of here. You're stuck here at this crossroads and you really don't have anywhere to go. And you're like, what would happen if I went this way? What would happen if I went that way? What would happen if she did go this way with that Six of Swords over there? What would be the outcome of that Six of Swords? Because you're not getting any communication from somebody because of whatever happened that caused you to end up there. You're at that crossroads for sure. All right, may I see one card, please? Come on, cards. These cards are so aggravating. They need to be saged or something. I've never seen a deck of cards that were so stuck together. Come on. Come on, baby. Give me some something. Give me some something. Oh. Spirit, give me eyes to see, ears to hear, a mouth to speak, a heart full of love. Give me stability and courage Give me desire and passion, and give me a root, a base that's unshakable. Thank you. Give that to this entire collective. Cleanse us of anything negative that may have attached itself to us. And make these cards behave. They're not behaving, Spirit. Make them behave. Make them behave. Alright. Now, when it comes to the Six of Swords, there we go. There's your transformation. Alright, if you would go this way, there would be, I believe, see, everything's coming out in reverse because these are potential avenues to take. So they're not going to come out upright until you've made a decision. It's the future. But this would lead you, if you would take this step away from this, always coming up with a strategy. It's like you're always trying to think of what to do, but you can't figure out what to do. So you just stay right where you are and you don't do anything. The Spirit's saying, there's a transformation coming. And there's a Seven of Pentacles here. So you need to think about what you've been doing and then what's not worked. Rest assured, commitment and patience always pay off. So if you've been putting in work, it's going to pay off, okay? If you haven't, then you're not going to get a reward. And then you have the Three of Wands. Expand the horizons. You grow out of your comfort zone. That's your comfort zone. You're in your comfort zone. Do you want to get out? If you want to get out, you can. And it's coming through a transformation. Show us that transformation, please. Show us her transformation. There it is, right there. The Ace of Wands. You can't get any better than that, baby. You're about to start a whole new chapter in your life. If you will just take a risk of going in this direction. I know it's scary to leave what you've always known for the unknown. But you're going to end up finding something brand new. It'll light your fire, honey. It's going to light your fire. And you also have the Six of Wands, which would be you showing off, but you're not a show-off. What would happen if she went the other way? I don't think you need to go the other way, but let's see what would happen. You would have the Fool. So either way you go, you're going to be okay. Outcome of the Fool. Ooh, that's a beautiful energy. The Prince of Wands. And so you would have like an excitement. The Lovers. You would have exciting choices again. If you go this way, you're going to have exciting choices again. If you go this way, you're going to get ready for something brand new. So you are at a crossroads that doesn't have a wrong way. And look, the Three of Cups. Friends, making new friends. This is a beautiful card of friendship. There's absolutely no jealousy here. There's absolutely nothing negative here. It's just three beautiful friends. Did I answer the whole question? That's your love life. You can't go wrong. No matter which way you go, you can't go wrong. You're going to go the right way no matter which way you go. It looks like if you go this way, which I thought wasn't the right way, it actually might be a better way. Maybe because you are wise enough to cut the bullshit out. And you would cut all the bullshit out and clear a path for yourself so that you could get somewhere quicker. The fool would take you faster than, well, death will change you though. So you can go either way. Either way you go, you're going to end up the same. If you need a lot more transformation though, you need to go the other way. If you've already done the work, then you need to go the full way. But let's find out. Because no matter which way you go, and I think that all roads are going to lead to the same place. So I think you're going to go through both no matter which way you go. I'm looking for a deck of cards that I use. How does she not F herself while she's taking this crossroad? I don't think you can, but you're going to have a... Oh, baby, it's saying it again. No matter what you do, you're going to have a fresh start that's going to be balanced out. Fairness. You're going to finally have fairness in your life. People are going to stop treating you with unfairness and unkindness. And look, you're going to see the beauty in the world. No celebrating, no partying. You don't have to plan a career either for some reason. I don't know why. But something good's coming, I can tell you that. I see it real strong. What's going on with her money? Can I see that? You have a car, a house, and a mechanic. Your car, your house, and your mechanic. Why is her mechanic in reverse? Because of her social media. You have social media. And you need somebody to work on your social media. You must be working from home, and you might even do it from your car. Like I see some readers that they will make videos from their car. But Spirit says you're going to have real estate so you can work on your social media. You might be the one working on it. Outcome of working on that social media. That's the crossroads you're at. And look, you think that you're going to have to use the underworld for some reason. Maybe you're a medium like I am and you have to go into the underworld to talk to people who have crossed over the unseen world. Outcome of the crossroads. Baby, you're going to have a windfall. You're about to have a windfall at this crossroads. No matter which way you go, you can't lose. Spirit's saying your health is here. Your health is going to get better. You're getting ready to have a big windfall, okay? Make sure you spend it responsibly and you don't blow it on the wrong things because this is a blessing from God, okay? All right. Thank you so much for being here. I hope that everything works out, and I hope you'll come back soon and tell me all about how things went and that if I was right or not, okay? Hold on. Yeah, baby. What's up? I'm on YouTube Live. What's up? Just a few. I got 2 or 3 more questions. Why? What's up? Okay, cool. I'd love to see y'all. I need some help. I need to put that mulch out if y'all want to help me. Because yesterday I tried and I got hurt. But I'll do it myself. I'll see you in a few. Summer can't. Summer can't do anything but sit back and just chill and put her feet up until she has that baby. Is she going to have it this... Oh, bless your heart. Well, you can go lay down on the couch or something if you want to. Okay. All right. Well, bye. They're going to come. My daughter's going to come see me. Sorry about that. Her best friend's like mega pregnant. Awesome. Awesome. Awesome bright future. Spirit seems to be doing that today. Is your health going to get worse? Dog, Mac, and Stella. All right, that's kind of a yes or no question, so we're going to ask Spirit straight out, yes or no, about your health. But let me think about this for a minute. Spirit, is this person's health going to get worse? Compromise. Do you have kidney problems? Yes, I'm telling you the truth. It's going to get worse. But you may have to be on dialysis for a little while, and it will get better for a little while before it gets worse. That's what I'm getting for you. Okay. Any ovarian issues to be concerned about? Not within the next few months. You need to see a doctor and get more information. And what does the universe see? I think this is going to have a peaceful resolution. Are you wanting to have another child? You want to have another baby? Okay, no more kids. That's fine. Okay. My job when I got sick fired me, and they had a lady that wasn't even a manager over me harass me. And she, instead of, helping me, she would do things that would hurt me. Like, there might be people that had 20 or 30 receipts missing, and I'd have one receipt missing. And I'd send her the receipt, even though I had already submitted it and put it in the system where it belonged. And she just kept responding back, I need that receipt. And I kept saying, I gave it to you. And she kept saying, I need that receipt. So finally I called the hotel. And I said, is there two receipts for the same day or something? And they said, yeah, that 3 days after he checked out, they charged my card again without my permission for smoking in his room for the same exact amount that he was charged when he checked out. So I had no idea, because all I knew is she wanted a receipt with the same amount and the same date. And the hotel had charged it on the same date, but 3 days after. So I didn't know what she wanted, and that's just an example, like one example of some of the shit she would do to me. But would have other people that had 28 and 30 receipts missing, and would joke around with them about it, and thought it was funny. But see, when it came down to me, she just hated me and wanted to get rid of me because she knew I was sick, and she didn't want to have to deal with my illness. So you may need to find another job if you're already feeling that way. Because I'm going to tell you right now, when you're sick, the last thing you need is a stressful job. So unless you can figure out some way to unstress it, is this job the right job for her, Spirit, or is there something better? Can you show her if she needs to? Does she need to have something different? Does she need something different, or will this job be sufficient? Look for a sign. Okay. Does she need to stay where she's at? It said communicate clearly. It's up to you a year from now in reverse. So really, it's not up to you right now. For some reason, you can't leave right now. When she's able, should she? Meditation brings answers, but no. So you need to stay on your job because you're going to have your insurance and stuff. It's important. You don't want to have a gap in your insurance, okay? All right, will the job improve? Happy changes, recovery. So you're going to start feeling better, and things at work are going to get better. You're going to have big happy changes at work. So don't give up. Keep on going, okay? Things are going to improve. You'll see. Some people are going to be moved around, and there's going to be new people put in positions, and those people are going to treat you better than the ones you're dealing with now. And I want Spirit to back that up. Spirit, are they going to move people around in the near future, within the next few weeks? There's nothing better. So will she have a better supervisor or a better team? No. Look for a sign a year from now. So something's going to happen in the next few weeks, in the near future. But right now, no, you're not going to have a new team or a new team lead or a new supervisor. But there's something going to happen a year from now, and it has to do with asking for help from others. Yeah, but next time I want you to put all your questions in one, because I only answer one question at a time. Everything else beyond that one question, we have to charge for, because if not, we'll be, taken advantage of. No offense. You didn't know any better, and it's okay. But now that you know, I want you to put them all in one question. And I don't mind answering them all in one question, but these back-to-back questions, we can't do that. Okay. Steve's intentions. What are Steve's intentions? To get fucked up. He wants to get high and have sex. Does that sound about right? I get the feeling that he likes to smoke weed or get drunk. He likes to have fun and have sex. That's what he's all about. Does he have any true feelings for her? He watches you secretly, and he feels like you're not a karmic, like you're not deja vu. What do you mean not deja vu? He's conflicted and not being tricky. He doesn't know if he was tricky with you in the past. Why would he want to know that? Because of saying goodbye and a confession that was misunderstood. What was the confession? About being receptive and having an epiphany. So how does he feel? Is he receptive? I would say no. Right now he's conflicted. He's conflicted about being with you. Really all he wants is sex. Yeah, you need to get a private reading. My phone number is in the description box, and I put my real phone number in there. Somebody's going to lose all their money behind this, too. All 10 Pentacles. He might be involved with somebody else right now that he needs to get away from before the two of you can actually be together. Let me know. Get up with me on WhatsApp with that phone number, and you and I can schedule a private reading, okay? Thank you, baby. And thank you for understanding. I wasn't trying to be rude or ugly. I just have to keep them, the questions going, and I got my daughter coming over. Okay, Asha, you're next. Or who's next? Asha's next. Cinderella's after Asha. Will you ever meet the right person in this life? Me and you both. Me and you both, baby. Will Asha ever meet the right person in this life? Communicate clearly. You don't believe, and you need to be more assertive. So you got to put yourself out there. Can Asha ever meet the right person in this life? Yes. You will have an opportunity, Asha. You will have an opportunity. And there's going to be people that help you. Alright. Now, I want to see what this is going to look like. What will this opportunity look like when it presents itself? May I see, please? It's going to come as a chariot. You could have a car, or they might be driving a nice car and you admire their car or something. Something about a chariot. It's also a very beautiful day with very... You know how the clouds sometimes when the sun hits them they look real shiny? The clouds are going to look like that. There could be a tree, an apple tree. And this is going to be like a black or blue car. Real dark blue if it's not black. And a sports car that's a convertible. Alright. And you're going to overcome. What is the chariot here? Why is it here? That takes you. You're going to have a tower. Oh, wow. You're going to have a tower about your past nostalgia, your memories, your Six of Cups. And you're showing up as the Queen of Pentacles. Alright, what's the nostalgia? That somebody was moving strategically and slow, and they were very controlling. And you were an empress, and they were an emperor. And this was your wish fulfillment. So you're going to have a tower moment about you allowing this other relationship with this husband, Uday, or his, whoever he is to you, divine, masculine, feminine, you're going to have a realization that all you ever think about is him. And this controls your life. Wanting wish fulfillment with Uday is controlling Asha's life. So what's going to happen with the chariot when she realizes this? What will the new person look like? The new person is going to be a King of Pentacles. That's a pretty good match for a Queen of Pentacles. You're not going to have any fear. And he's coming with that. He's holding it next to him. Like, I want to give this to her. And I want to protect her. Alright. Show me how she's going to feel. Fill in the blank. I think this is going to turn into that sexual experience I saw at the beginning with these legs were all twined together. Alright, what else is she going to feel? Like she's been carrying all the weight all by herself for a long time. And what's he going to do about that? He's going to say, the reality of the situation is that you can't do that. And I'm not going to let you. So what is he going to do? He's going to say, stop it. Stop it. Come out of denial and stop thinking Asha has to carry it all by herself, because she doesn't. I'm here now and I can carry this, help you with this. And it's going to bring you a lot of happiness, Asha. You're finally going to see the sun again. You are one of those people, look, there's your star. You are one of those people that's just like me, that's fixing to turn a corner in your life. And when you do, people are going to go, what just happened? What just happened to Asha? What did Asha do so right? You know what Asha did right? Asha was in the fetal position at night, crying, in the shower, begging God to send relief in any form. Because Asha was tired. And I feel you. That's why I'm so tired now. Because a lot of us are exhausted for carrying this too long. And we're getting too old to keep doing it. And we're not going to have to, because the universe is going to make sure of it. You have a King of Pentacles coming, and he's going to have to be a little stern with you at first and tell you, stop. Stop trying to be Superwoman and let me be Superman. Let's do this together. I got this. There's certain things here that I need to be responsible for as a man, and you need to let him. And there's certain things that you need to do as a woman, and he's going to let you. And there's going to be a fill in the blank, which I have a feeling might be some pretty kinky sex. I don't know. It didn't look kinky, but it looked fun. It was somehow twisted all up with your legs all twisted up. It looked like the two of you were in a ball. Like, together. Very erotic. But you gotta stop thinking about Uday, because Uday's not coming back. Uday's married to somebody else. And he's, yeah, a twin flame. But you know what? This person right here can be so much better than he could have ever been, because this person loves you. He didn't really love you. He had responsibilities to his family to be with someone else. And he's fulfilling those. And he will cheat. He'll try to come back. And if he tries to come back while this man's with you, you have to tell him no, that you're happy with somebody else. Because what am I to you? Just somebody you can use when it's convenient? Somebody you can leave far behind? And make me feel like I'm nothing? Knowing damn well I can't do anything for myself? Asha, you got some good stuff coming, baby. You got some good stuff coming. You're fixing to turn a corner by the end of the month. Around the 27th is when it's probably going to happen. You might feel like it's not going to because it's going to take so long. But when it happens, it's going to happen fast and it's going to happen big. Okay? And you're going to be like, wow, I've never felt so good in my life. Ever. Can you show Asha how her money's going to turn out by the end of this month? You're no longer going to be juggling. Alright, what else? There's going to be gossip about taking off. Your cards are coming out in reverse. And about being unreliable. You got friends that are talking shit about you. And I'm so sick of these people. Let's see if I can find my cards. I don't know what to do with them. Whoop, whoop. Whoop, 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 whoop. I had a gossip deck over there. So here's the thing you got to remember, Asha. You can turn this around, but you have to do something. You have to put in some effort. You have to go out where you can meet people, whether that be at church functions or at the bar or wherever you choose to meet people. I don't know where you meet people in your life, but I don't know either. I'm still trying to figure that out myself. There's not many places around here to go, and everybody knows everybody. So I've been trying to meet people online, and so far, I haven't found a single person that was genuinely real. What are they saying about Asher? That shit's about to explode. What? Why are they saying that? Because somebody's falling apart and they need anger management. Is that true? What's going to happen here? There is no pregnancy test and they're not writing it out. Well, what are they doing? It's a nightmare. They're having a nightmare because this was a private relationship and somebody's being called a bugaboo. What does this have to do with Asher? Something happened at the gym and somebody got caught cheating. They got a room. Okay, so you might have gone out to work out and you met this person at the gym and y'all got a room. And somehow somebody found out and they decided to announce it. And now you have to be cautious. So whatever happened here, so here's the card turned over. They're jealous of you. The sugar and the salt don't look the same. So somebody pretends to be sweet, but they're really salty as fuck. This doesn't sound like or feel like Ash's energy. I think this is somebody else. And they're afraid you are going to make things explode if you find out by telling somebody. But maybe you won't. What would Asha do if she found this out? They think because you need anger management, you would say something. Asha would just have a crush. She wouldn't do anything. And she would realize that all of y'all are toxic and you're going to explode on your own. I don't have to help you. That's the feel this is giving me, Asha. I don't think you did anything. I think it was them. You got it? Okay. Okie dokie. So stay away from them. Right now, this shit's about to explode from somebody being unreliable, and they're gonna meet somebody at the gym. You might be at the gym when they see each other, and you might see them leave together, and you might follow them. Like you might investigate and find out that they got a room together, and you could have even recorded this and sent it to somebody else, because that's kind of what it was alluding to, is that somebody cheated from the gym and somebody sent that, like a recording or revealing an announcement to somebody that needed to know. And if you did, I hope you did it anonymously. But you do have an opportunity with the King of Pentacles, and it's coming. I'm going to get to whoever's next in just a second, sweetheart. When is this person coming for Asha, if she will be open and receptive and get over Uday being the only one? Asha, it can happen this year, it can happen today, it can happen tomorrow, it can happen this year, or it can happen in more than a year. Do you understand what Spirit's saying? Because I do. And it can actually be faster than you think. Once you let go of Uday and you completely sever ties, if you need to, you need to do during this next full moon, you need to tell the universe that you have decided that since Uday has decided to marry someone else, that you would like to cut the cord on the twin flame connection. And you can do your best, okay? I'm not going to guarantee you it's going to work, but it might work well enough that you no longer feel compulsion, the compulsion to go after him or to know about what's going on with him. Because it can happen that way. Now, you don't even have to do a cord cutting. Sometimes the universe will just say, enough is enough. I've watched you be used and abused until I can't take it anymore. So I'm going to put a stop to it. That's what happened in my case. So you have today, tomorrow, this year, next year, or faster than you think for when they're coming in. So it's totally up to you when you want to let go of your day. Okay? Okay. All right. Who's next, Kailash? Good. Cut that cord. You might as well cut it. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. And if you believe in past lives, maybe in another life. Maybe in another life. But I'm not seeing anything good. Alright, who's next? Mystic John Paranormal. Don't waste energy. I know right now I feel like I'm drained of all of mine. I'm so serious. You're welcome, Asha. You're welcome. And I think the reason, and I don't mean this to sound rude to anybody, but I think the reason why I feel so drained and so abused and used is because I'm giving and nobody's giving anything in return. And when you give and nobody gives in return, it makes you feel exhausted. Yeah. I just got up. I had a wonderful sleep last night. This reading has taken it out of me, but it'll do it. It'll do it. If it's depending on, the person had alcohol and drug problems, That takes a lot more energy to channel than the rest. And they were probably still hung over from last night. That's what I'm feeling. But it'll gradually go away once I cut the camera off. Yes, Mystic John. Thank you, sweetheart. That's exactly right. And when I came on camera, I was actually doing a short to let everybody know, like, this is going to be, because I want to start doing shorts and like doing like a little snippet of what the video is going to be about. And then that way it'll entice people to watch the video. And I'll add the video link in there. And then a few hours later, I was going to do the video. And until then, I was going to take a rest. But when I started to do that, it started the video anyway. And I said, well, I might as well go ahead and do the video if the video is going to go ahead and start. So I just stopped that and I went on and set up the regular video. But I got to figure out how to use it better. I got to get a lot more tech savvy. I'm not real tech savvy with this stuff. And I thought I had somebody who was, but he's not helping me anymore. Come on, y'all. I got plenty of green tea. I got 2 cases. Post your questions if you have one. Saffron milk. Okay. Oh, baby, the general reading, Mystic, is at the beginning. But are you asking me to give you a general for now? I'm going to give you a general right quick, but it's going to be a simple one, okay? I'm going to give you one with one of... I'm going to give you one like I gave myself. For Mystic John Paranormal. I love that. Mystic John, I love that. Mystic John Paranormal Spirit Home Life. How are you working in Mystic John Paranormal Home Life? And those other people, I'm not reading for them today, Kailash. They can just come back later. Mystic John Paranormal. Why did I say Love Life? Home Life. Woo! Slip up. Freudian slip. Home life. You might have somebody at home that you're questioning. There's going to be closure. Yeah, you don't trust this person, I don't think. I don't think they told you the truth. All right, home life. How are you working? You're finding something. All right. What's he finding? I think you're finding that truth, that trust, or whatever. You're finding boundaries. And you're finding healing and confidence. But they came out in reverse. So right now you're working on good boundaries. And once you get that set down in stone, you're going to start healing and getting your confidence back. Okay? Get them boundaries in place and your healing and your confidence will come back. Alright, work life. Got to have them boundaries. At work, you're dreaming of happiness. And you're having a lot of compassion. So you work in this, or Spirit might be working on you with your compassion, your happiness, and your dreams. And you might not have any trouble with work. Alright, and what about your surprises? Woo! Your surprises are grieving. You're grieving something, surprisingly. I hate when that happens. Damn it. Fuck. What is his role here? Your psychic abilities. And what's your outcome? You're going to have your well-being and justice. So whatever happened that's causing you grief is going to be made right. Can you show me what's being made right? It has something to do with your animals. And the truth. Somebody didn't tell you the truth about animals. And you're going to get justice. Let's see. Let's see. I don't like this. I don't like this at all. Alright, what happened at home? You were married and somebody had a new love, but they were afraid to take a risk. Alright, what happened at work? There could have been a baby. Somebody could have had a baby and you were afraid to take a risk. Somebody could have been pregnant. But it doesn't look like that to me. It looks like you were married to somebody you loved or somebody loved you and you were afraid to take a risk. Maybe you wanted to get married and be in love, but you were afraid to. Why were you so afraid? Why were you so afraid of this? Oh, wow, you had a lot going on. You had a tower about the past, and you had known this person for a long time. The Emperor's here. The fighting is here. The Empress is here. The Knight of Cups in reverse. The Queen of Pentacles in reverse. And the Eight of Swords upright. Damn. I'm going to tell you what it looks like to me, and I'm going to be honest with you. You feel like you don't have any compassion and healing. It's like you can't figure out how to have compassion for somebody that hurts you. Yeah, you need healing. Somebody hurt you. Somebody may have died here, John. No, you didn't. You didn't tell me you were going to get me involved in all of this. Okay, but it's okay. It looks like somebody had a marriage to somebody they were deeply in love with, but the person wouldn't take a risk on being with them. And then they had this moment of clarity of a tower. This tower doesn't look like clarity. This tower looks like damnation. Like the whole shit show fell down. And all you can think about is how this fell apart. Because you could have lost your father. And y'all could have been fighting. Oh, the devil was involved. And your grandmother or your mother is also here. It looks like you lost your father or your grandfather and you and him were not getting along. And that's why you withdrew your love from the person that you wanted to marry, which could have been this Queen of Cups. Even though up here she was showing up as a different queen, she wasn't showing up. Yeah, it was a Queen of Cups, a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. You had a new love that you wanted to marry, but your somebody was not wanting you to do it. Whoever this Emperor and Empress, the Empress don't really have an opinion. She just sits back and is toxic. She sits back and watches while you get toxicity from this man. And she knows you have a lifetime of memories of toxicity with somebody who died. Is this making any sense? Your father. Okay. You have a lot of fear, when it comes to this woman. At work, you're reevaluating your work. You're healing from a lot of shit. That's why you're surprised is grieving. Okay, what do you see when you look back over work? You may have worked for your dad. He could have had a farming business or something. Okay. Okay. Oh, God Almighty. You see that he was stable, but there were losses when you lost him. When you lost him, people owed you money that never paid you, and they hurt you. But now you're recovering from your losses. The Three of Swords is here. There were people who your dad was good to and did things for that never bothered to repay. Even after his death, they could have come to you because you had books, you knew. Or maybe you didn't know, but you just knew. But they knew they owed your dad money. And you had huge losses over this because they didn't come back and do shit. And you had to defend yourself sometimes. Sometimes you had to stand up to them and say, you remember that time that my dad gave you whatever he gave you and he told you you could pay him back when you had it? Do you have it? Because I have to bury my dad. And we need the money. Oh, I don't know what you're talking about. Yes, the fuck you do. Yes, the fuck you do. But see, you're over this because you're deciding, it's not worth my happiness. It's not worth it. Not worth it. All right, how are you doing with your grief? You're stuck in it right now, baby. You're stuck, and it's understandable. I think this just happened in the last few months. I think this is a very fresh wound, and I think you're going to be okay. I'm feeling like it may have happened around the holidays or something like that for some reason. Could have been in August or in the summer. I'm not sure. I feel like it may have been a little colder, like the fall or the winter where there was a holiday. So once you get the healing that you need, where will you go with this? What will you do with this healing? I've been doing a lot of channeling today. Oh, you're a hard worker. You're going to work even while you're pissed off and still healing. And I do too. You got a lot of shit on your back. And you don't get any recognition at all. Nobody recognizes how hard you work. Alright, but it's okay because you know how hard you work. And that's all that matters. God knows how hard you work. That's all that matters. Human praise and human accolades don't mean shit. Store up your blessings in heaven. So when you get to heaven, God can say, well done, my good and faithful servant. Enter into the kingdom prepared for you from the beginning. Because that's where we should be building our crowns, is in heaven. We don't need anybody on this earth to give us any advice or to give us any, I didn't mean to say advice, but I did, so there's a reason. For them to give us any praise or thank you or attaboy. There's an old saying, it takes 10 attaboys to make up for one all shit. And that's true. Alright, why are your psychic abilities here? Because you're refusing them. You're acting like you don't have them. John, you aren't even here The only reason you clicked on this video is because you're psychically gifted more so than anybody in this world. Because I don't advertise. And I asked Spirit a long time ago when I first started this channel to let the most psychically gifted people in the world be drawn here if they watch YouTube so that they can get their cup refilled when their cup is empty. Okay? Alright, and why is your animals the injustice? Somebody did something. Somebody lied. Somebody did something and lied. What did they do? I think they hurt your animals on purpose. It was the King of Pentacles who did it. It could have been a Virgo. And you know, okay, what I have here is the Three of Wands, the Hermit, the Seven of Swords, the King of Pentacles in reverse, and the Magician in reverse. They could have stolen or used your dog in some kind of ceremony. It was a dog, right? I don't think it did. They lied to you. But you're going to get justice. What's the justice? Whoever did this is going to end up getting left out in the cold. Like, you're going to realize that this person may even come to you for help. Whoever did this. You may have been tied up and you were like, hey man, can you take my dog to the vet? And they may have said they would take him and they didn't, and the dog died before they could take him. And then they took him to the vet or something like that. But this person is going to get karma for it. And it looks like it's yours, and you may have helped them, and they may call you for more help. Anything else we need to know here? You're going to see the truth about the lies. Whatever lies have been told to you, the truth is coming out. You're going to see the truth for what it is, and it's no longer going to be... I think for a long time you've had a lot of questions about this whole situation, but your psychic abilities, look, and you also are going to have it all. Somebody left you a huge inheritance. So if you haven't gotten it yet, you need to go to the attorney's office and talk to the attorney, because someone left you in their will. Okay? And don't talk to anybody online. Just ignore them all. They're all full of shit. Everybody I've met has been. I can't stand being online. I hate it. Ain't none of them about nothing. If you got money, hide it. Don't let nobody know you got it. But there is nobody good showing up when it comes to you. And it looks like the only thing they would be coming after would be that money. Because they're coming with their hands stuck out. The one that did that for you, with whatever they did for you with that dog, Oh, your sister did? Oh, let's find out, because it looked like to me you were fixing to end up with it. Let's find out. What's going on with the sister with all the money that she got? What's going to happen with the sister that got all the inheritance? Why the fuck would anybody give all their money to one child when they have more than one child? Don't make no sense to me. This is the last question, unless Kailash has one. Why would anybody do that? Why? The King of Pentacles is here, and this isn't... you might need to go see an attorney. You've been lied to, I think. Remember, you're going to see the truth about the lies? I think you've been lied to. I think you might have a trust fund that nobody's told you about. Alright, talk to me for him, Spirit. What is going on with his money that his family left? There is none, but you're in denial. You're in denial about there not being any. Total denial. What's the truth? That somebody was trying to win by ruthlessly winning, and were they capable? I don't think they were. Why is the Ace of Wands here? Because they were your family, and they've manifested punishment. They're going to get in trouble. What's the punishment? There's going to be a lot of communication about what? This person's fixing to get in major trouble. Watch what I tell you. Justice is coming. There's the Fool. This person could die. Why is the Fool here? Because of the Empress? Your mom's involved in this. Okay. Your mom's involved in this. Your mom feels like she is doubting her decision to do this. And she feels, she's been soul searching about this. And she realizes that there is going to be karma for what she's done to you. Your mom is terrified for what she's done to you. What's going to be the outcome of the wheel? Somebody's going to lose all that money. Where's all that money going? They're going to lose it. They're going to lose it maybe to taxes. They might have to pay a lot in taxes for some reason. Judgment is here. Show me what the Hierophant is. Show me what the Hierophant is. Yeah, somebody's got some heavy shit going on. Ten of Wands. Ten of Wands. Clarify what that means. The Queen of Pentacles. And the Queen of Swords. So, there's a woman who is in trouble. She's in serious trouble with some organization that you sign contracts with, because of when she lost somebody, the way she had this set up was not stable. And it's caused her to be humiliated. Let me ask you a question. Did he have a will? Okay. Your mom is the one who is working on this. Your sister's in trouble. Big time. What's Mom's plan here? Your mom's got a plan. She's planning on making some changes. She's afraid, but she's going to make changes. What will they be? She's going to give somebody a prosperous victory. She's going to make sure that somebody gets their fair share. And how will she do that? I don't know, but she's going to. She's going to make sure that you're well kept. Your sister's in trouble. This queen keeps showing up. This woman knows what she did, and I think she's blackmailed her. Your sister's in trouble, but your mom is working on you getting your part of the money. Okay, can we see, please, what's going to be the outcome of the money when it comes to Mystic John? John, there's going to be no more setbacks, and you're going to have luck. Outcome of the luck. It has to do with the real estate that you had lost. What else? It has to do, oh, baby. You're going to be on the right path, have a partnership. You're no longer going to go slow, and you're going to get in your life purpose. And you're also going to get a counselor to talk to somebody about what's going on with you. Because this is a lot. This is a lot of shit that's happened to you, okay? I wish I could charge and counsel people, but I don't have a license. I do have a Christian counseling. I could do, Christian counseling or life coaching or something like that, I'm sure. I'm sure I could charge for something. But I don't know. I don't ever do that. I just help where I can and trust people to be kind. But I do have a master's degree in counseling and a bachelor's. So you're going to have to get some counseling because your mom is going to leave you the money. Maybe not the money your sister got, but she has more that your sister didn't know about. Your mom has more. Alright. And how's your mom going to fare? She's going to be motivated to have a new beginning and celebrate. She's going to celebrate a new beginning. Your mom's going to have a celebration of a new beginning. Something new is happening. Can you show me what the new is? It has to do with that money getting taken. Your mom has more money. This money right here ain't shit. What she took ain't shit. I'm going to put it back in. Why would she celebrate that? She has a lot of land somewhere, and she's been persistent. And what does that mean? It means that she's not going to settle, and she didn't design things this way. So what's going to change? She's going to have comfort. There's an entertainer, and there's no legacy. Why is there no legacy for the entertainer? Because of a laborer, no charity, no helping, and activating new gifts. Do you understand this, John? Somebody's going to be all right here. Yeah, your mom's here for sure. Whoever you are, you're not going to share either. You're not sharing with this bitch. What's going to be the outcome for the sister? She's not going to be a crafter and she's not going to be an artist. What is she going to be? Okay, that's what I thought. In divine timing, she's going to be in legal trouble. Because whatever she did, she wasn't good at it. She wasn't perfect at it. And she had her feelings caught up in it. So having her feelings and her perfectionism being caught up in this is causing her legal troubles. She is going to get in legal trouble for what she's done. Mark my words, and I'm going to find out when, so you don't have to wait wondering when. I'm going to find out when. But just when she thinks that she's got what she needs to take off, she's going to run right into a law. They're already investigating her. She is already being investigated. I see it all over my table. Somebody's already told them to watch out. No more setbacks. You're going to have that luck. You're going to have a house that was taken. You're going to be on the right path, or they're not going to take your house. Somebody's unreliable, and they're slow, and they're in their life purpose. There ain't nothing wrong with being slow. Shit, a lot of us are slow. I'm slow. I take my time getting where I gotta go. And I'm slow upstairs too, and it don't fucking matter. As long as you can get your life in, as long as you can wipe your own ass and take a shower, you're good to go. And brush your own teeth, you're good to go. I want to find out when your sister is going to get in trouble. She's about to get in trouble, either karmically or in truly trouble. I saw it like several times on my table. When, Spirit, is this girl going to finally get caught stealing this inheritance? Because they will find out, and the way they find out typically is through taxes. Because when you get that much money, you have to pay the taxes. And if she went through probate, which usually if there's a will, you have to go through probate, then they would have had to pay the taxes for her. But she couldn't have had them pay the taxes for you. You would have had to have done that. And if you were on the will, and I suspect you were, she didn't say anything to anybody, and those taxes never got paid. And they're going to realize it, and they're going to be calling you wanting to know why you didn't pay your taxes. And you're going to say, why would I? I didn't get any money. And that's when they're going to go to her and ask her, where is your money? And when she says, I don't have it, there's going to be hell to pay, because that's stealing. That's kind of what I figure is going on here. Why are all my cards all mixed up? There's a lot of money cards in the wrong deck. I don't even remember doing this. Jeez Louise. Can't get a good reading without a full deck, can you? Alright, since I can't find the other cards I was looking for, let's just ask with these again. What's going to happen to the sister now that I have a full deck? She's going to, in the past, something she did in the past, she did it growing up. And what's going to be the outcome for her? Caution. Alright, what's going to happen? Something's unlocking. And what's going to be the outcome of the unlocking? Somebody's going to be persistent. I remember Mom, I said, was persistent. You said she passed away. What else? There's going to be odd jobs. And somebody's going to take off. And where are they going? They don't have any money. I'm telling you, it keeps coming out over and over. Why don't they have any money? See, she's going to have to leave. Here we go again. Gossip again. Oh my God. A lot of people know she did this. This bitch took your money and she's going to get in trouble. Watch what I tell you. I feel it to my core that she's about to go down. It could be very... Oh, I know what I was looking for now. What are they saying? Child Services is here. And she's very interested. Why is she interested in Child Services? Because of being rejected. What's going to be the outcome? She's a divination abuser. And why does that matter to Child Services? Because they've been watching her. They know she's not in any third parties. She's not holding a grudge. She's not cockblocking. But she is a wolf in sheep's clothing. Why do they feel like she's a wolf? Because she thinks she hit the jackpot? She caught a case, or she's going to. She never caught a case, but she will because they're digging dirt. And what are they going to find? A drama starter? Somebody who wants something back, and they were making moves in silence. And now they're a broke ass. Oh, card turned over. And they can't talk shit either. They're a broke ass who can't talk shit. This person, what's going to happen to them? They're going to try to marry for money. Your shine irritates their demons. They act like they love you, but this is played out. You ain't into them. You know this person's an evil bitch. She's going to get in trouble, though. She's not getting away with this because I think Child Protective Services or some agency of the government, it didn't have to be Child Protective Services. It could have been the agency that protected children when their parents passed and they needed to have their will, looked into. Because a lot of times people don't even know they got, insurance money until they get contacted by an attorney 30 years later. All right. I think that's about as far as I can go with that. But I think I definitely see her getting into trouble for what she's done. I mean, it's saying it over and over again with different decks and saying the same thing. That's just pretty wild about it. Interesting reading. Thank you for letting me read for you, sweetheart. That was interesting. I guess these go over here. I'm just curious, what spiritual gifts are operating in his life right now? That flew out. Look, you're going to travel. Alright, what else? That's where you're going to get your money, coins. Could be cryptocurrency, and your family tree is here. One more time I'm hearing. You're going to have an epiphany. An epiphany. And the lower is here. What's the epiphany? Because I can't end on the epiphany. The epiphany is about you juggling. What do you mean juggling? There's an angel. There's a butterfly that's transforming your life by making you a doorway to use your third eye. So you need to open your third eye. There's a rainbow also, a promise. Spirit's promising you. How are they going to get these coins? Spirit said, don't worry about that. I got you protected. Just listen to your music and don't worry about your coins. I got it protected. And plan your trip wherever you're planning on going. Go on your trip. I got you. I got you. I got you, brother. I got you, brother. I just want to ask one more thing, and then I'm going to close. What would his mother say to him? Dot, dot, dot. I wish I could. I know that I want you in my future, and I'm working on making plans for that, proper plans. So I don't know what that means because I'm not there where she is. And then it says, I'm not sure if this is a good idea. I'm overthinking everything. What will everyone else think? So she was one of those people that cared what other people thought. And I need you with, we're so different. I'm trying to figure out how this is going to work. I think she's talking about your dad, maybe. Or somebody else. I don't know who she's talking about. She may have been having an affair with somebody. I don't know. What would your dad say to you? I'm ready to take a leap of faith and risk it all for you. What would you say back? Oh, that's a lot. You would say, I'm staying away because the last thing I want to do is hurt you. So you weren't even around him when he died. I knew the clock was ticking for us and I wanted you to wait for me. And I feel this is an ideal ticket. Hang on. I feel like an idiot for the choices I've made. I wasn't thinking clearly, and no, hell no, you were not. Lots to say. I've tried hard. I've tried my best to move on, but I just can't. Why can't I read? Seem to let you go. And I can't see. I'm trying to make a very difficult decision and it involves you. Help me, Spirit. I want you close to me, but I'm not ready for a commitment. And I have acted childishly and I don't know how to fix it. I don't know how to approach you now with being stubborn again on the bottom of the deck, dot, dot, dot. Somebody here don't really want to talk about this, but they have to. They don't have to because they're dead, but somebody's going to have to. It's going to cost her some money. She's going to end up having to pay you back every penny, even if it means she just has to pay you out of her paycheck every week. They will garnish your wages if you owe taxes. Only way around that is not to work. And if she don't do that, she's a sorry ass. That's all I gotta say. What would her best friend say for doing this shit to you? If her best friend knew that she did this to you, what would she say or he say? Focus on what makes you feel like yourself and don't make permanent decisions based on temporary emotions. And she did. She damn sure did. Alright, you guys, I have got to go to bed. I'm so tired. I'm sorry for your loss, honey. I truly am. We're all sending you love, light, and healing encouragement right now from this community. And if you are a part of this community and you consider yourself a part of this soul tribe, I wish you would take a moment and just give her some love and light and some encouragement. All right, sweetheart. I'm going to have to close so I can go take a nap because I'm getting really tired. Thank you, Mystic John. Please subscribe and like the video. And make sure you come back so we can look at it, a little better. I was shooting in the dark, like I was just coming up with whatever spirit was giving me. But I felt like I got pretty close to the truth. And the more you can reveal to me, the better off you'll be. You might be better off to do like a private reading with me one-on-one instead of trying to do it with everybody watching. You don't always want people to hear all your business. But anyway, I love you, honey, and I'm sorry that happened to you. God's going to take care of it. I see that for sure. God is going to take care of it. Okay? All right, my darlings. I hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day. And I will be back tomorrow morning. And I'll try to be back earlier like I was today so we can get our day started right. And we're going to get a phone call tomorrow. Let me see if I'm going to get a phone call. Is my phone call tomorrow afternoon going to be good news about that job? Compromise? It's not up to you. What do you mean? Trust. Reconsider. All right. Is that other job going to call me and offer me a salary? There we go. There we go. You got to know the right questions. The salary job is the one I want. That's the one I want. And there's no need to worry. And I also want to know if Kurt's son's going to be able to move in with me. Woo! Ask your angels. Perfect timing. And in the right time, will he? Dang it. Yes! Holy shit! It says black. Yes, 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 yes. There it is. Yes, 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 yes. So I'm going to have a salary job plus that job. And I'm going to have enough money that I can pay off everything I own, go travel, buy a new car, find me a good man somewhere that wants to build something with me, and have a lot of good sex. That's what I'm looking for. And that's what I'm going to find. And it's not going to be some scammer that wants to take my money or thinks that they're going to lay up on me. Because I ain't having no man lay up on me. If you don't believe me, let's ask Spirit. Spirit, will Christie let a man lay up on her and act like a fool? Would I let a man lay up on me without being on a disability check and being sick? Would I let a man lay up on me unless he was on disability and sick? May we see, please. Would Christie do that? Romance came out. But no. Hell no! Have a wonderful day.